Hey, welcome back to Evil's Comics. I'm Evil Mike, and I have another review for you. This is Image Comics EchoLands, issue number 1. It is a sideways book. You know, it reads, most of our comic books like that. This one actually reads like this. I've never read a comic book like this. I've read books in this format and stuff like that. I mean, there's it didn't change, my view or anything on a comic. It worked. It is written and co-created by both J.H. Williams III and W. Haden Blackman. It says that art and design is done by J.H. Williams III with additional design by Drew Gill and colors by Dave Stewart, letters by Todd Klein. So there is no nutshell. It's pretty straightforward. We are set in the lands of EchoLands. You will see this arrow all throughout the comic is important. It is like the symbol of I think that they're called the Order, but we'll get a little more into that. But we're following Hope, and she is kind of catching us up with who she is and how she was brought up and raised in EchoLand. I'm not sure if it's called EchoLand. I'm just going to keep calling that's the mythical place it takes place. But it goes into how Hope had a mother and father, and they raised her right, and eventually she ran into was into the red, and knowing that we have blood and stuff in our veins, that kind of stuff, and she does this whole spiel about how she took a different path when she found the red. And in the comic, they just show her get a nosebleed. They do show a scene right here, and a lot is going on. They show like a monster back here in the smoke. They show like these kind of like angel sword looking things that are kind of like falling down from the heavens. They do show this action scene with Hope and the spear-like sword with this guy on the ground, which I think is, it's in the future, like what's to come. Because right here we start out with Hope, and the story begins. The art is just amazing throughout the book. I know the art J.H. Williams III from when he was doing art on Batwoman, and he just did stellar work then. We get to one of the weirdest pages I did not expect, but okay, so we get this spread here, and it's her running through this town. She has stolen something, and these guards are after her. One thing you will notice that there's a lot going on in the crowd. There's some black and white individuals. It's actually a vampire and a Frankenstein. There's some dotted characters that look like they're from the 40s, 40s and 50s comics. All kinds of different variations, like space people and monsters. They show like a green looking wizard, but what this is in a nutshell, like in my nutshell, is that it's a land where wizards run, and kind of they're the kings and queens of this land. Hope has broken into like the wizard that kind of runs this area that she is in, this little city, and she has stolen something from the wizard, and so the guards are after her. She runs down this alley, and she runs into this big fella, one of her friends, and he quickly deals with all the guards that are following her. They do run down some more alleys and stuff, and they kind of explain that magic is going throughout EchoLands, and they run down this alley that Hope is guaranteed that it's a way out, and sure enough, it's got all these like Egyptian hieroglyphics and stuff going, but it is not an exit. It is a solid brick wall. They quickly capture their friend. I think his name is Boomer. I think so. But don't quote me, bad with names. So they have him tied up in these like electrical kind of snare thing. He's up on the wall being stunned, and they have Hope cornered, and she kind of utters something, and she just mentions red, and it is highlighted in red letters. And after that, the guy just questions like, "What did you say?" And all of a sudden, you see at the bottom, his skin and stuff starts reacting. His eyes start turning red. And in the next page, get ready for it. Bam! Dude, all them soldiers just blow up. That word or whatever she said, it was some kind of magical word, and it caused all of them to explode. We do see how she gets the sword/spear that we saw in the beginning. She picks one of those up from the guards. Excuse me. And her friend are quickly on their way. She faints, and that's kind of like the end of that scene. Her friend kind of grabs her and takes her to safety. We catch up right here with I have the variant cover, but we see is the like main villain, and well, not the main villain, but it will be like But we see this main villain is working for someone higher up from the order. Of course, it's someone from the order with the wizard. She has like some kind of gem that pops out of her arm, and they do show it like right here, and it's kind of like a communication device, and she's talking to this higher up person and explaining, and she's basically on the hunt for whatever Hope stole, and with this minion finding the catastrophe from the guards that Hope left behind, the gruesome scene, the minion quickly tells her boss that they might that maybe Hope needs a little more investigation. The fact that she could use such magic, the wizard might be interested, that kind of thing. So she sends a probe to follow Hope and her crew, and they do see that Hope is in safe, in some little like hole in the wall, hiding spot. And we see that the somehow the probe, tracking DNA, has already found Hope and her crew. Sad to say, it does not end well, but one of her crew ends up getting sliced and diced through the door. We see that the main henchman, the minion, walks through with these guys, and they're called like demon dogs, like the guards. I don't think they reference the minion name. That's why I keep I don't think there's any mention of who she is or what she is or what he is or what nothing like that. Because basically they just show this massive fight that ensues with Hope's side of her group, and then the bad guys, and it looks like all else is about to go bad. Most of Hope's people are being overwhelmed, and in the end Hope does some kind of a magic explosion spell, which I'm pretty sure decimates a lot of her friends included. She does this out of like not knowing. She's not trained or anything. And they kind of show you that the bad guy is something more. The minion is a little more than what we thought. That the minion is not just a person. It's some kind of magically made, golem type thing. And that is the end of the first issue. We catch up right here with this wonderful page of I think it's the Beyonder, and the Beyonder kind of gives you a hint to what's to come, and he says something about fish and scales and something like that. They do go into more background, and it's like this one-on-one between a like reporter that's actually in EchoLands, and then the main wizard, and the main wizard's name is Taros de Monde. Taros de Monde. But that is the main bad guy's, main bad guy's name. There is like advertisements here from this fictional world. There's also this little like Sunday morning comic from this fictional world. There's let's see, there's some some author notes in the back. There's two different from both guys. There's also like a playlist from and I'm assuming this would be the writer because it's all like songs with words in it and stuff. I mean, not the writer, the artist, but because there is a lot of music, it's like 2 pages of songs, and I have to imagine this is what the artist was jamming when he drew this book. They do give you a taste of the second issue cover, and I can say I do like it. Overall, for a first book, it was pretty amazing. I'm not going to say that it was like, the best #1 I've ever read, but for a sideways, off-the-wall kind of book, it's very intriguing. The art is stellar. The world that they are building has me intrigued because, like you saw, like the main town market scene, there was a lot going on there with all kind of different characters, like the black and white vampire with the Frankenstein. So I'm kind of interested on more of what's going on in EchoLands. But yeah, that's my review. Like, comment, subscribe. Did you pick this up? Have you read it? What'd you think? All that good stuff. Hit your boy Evil up. I like to chat. I get real lonely. And being able to talk to y'all, that's what it's all about. That's my main reason on why I'm doing this. Yeah, that's what I got, and I got some more reviews coming. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye.